So this one is probably a topic that maybe for the past 4 weeks, every week now we are discussing this guy. We're discussing whether for good reasons or for bad reasons. We are discussing this guy for almost 2 months now. Sir. I'm talking about Victor James Osimhen. Osimhen, of course, has an agreement with his club Napoli in the Serie A that they would let him move, they would let him leave. But things have not quite happened yet. Of course, there are reports about teams being interested, one thing or the other. But as of today, Osimhen is currently in preseason training. In fact, he played a friendly. He played a friendly for Napoli today. In fact, he played a friendly for Napoli today. So he's getting on with it. He's waiting for what is going to happen. But as of the latest information that we have, we hear that PSG and Chelsea are two strong contenders for him. PSG need to sell a striker first, is the word that we're hearing. They need to offload somebody to make way for Victor Osimhen. Whereas with Chelsea, they're saying that Chelsea are just unwilling to pay the financial package that is currently being put in front of them for Victor Osimhen. I believe that the current demand is about 80 million, 90 million euros, and Osimhen's representatives are asking for about 12 million euros in wages net, which will bring him to about 210, 220,000 a week, thereabouts. And Chelsea are just saying, hey, I'm sorry, we cannot pay that kind of money. So something is going to have to give. Either Osimhen's representatives and Napoli are going to say, okay, you know what, we are just going to take a cut price, sign this guy. His agent is just going to say, okay, we want the best for him. We want him to progress, to play at a higher level. So we'll accept lower wages. But it's a very interesting one to keep watching. I believe Osimhen is on about 9.5 million euro a year now at Napoli, net. So asking for 12.5 is I mean, 12 million is a jump. I'm not saying he's not worth it, but hey, clubs are really trying to maintain their wage structure. Clubs are really trying to, um, stick within the boundaries of financial fair play. So if they're going to pay that kind of money right now, it has to be a player that they are 1,000% sure of, and 1,000% believe in. And I think the financial this thing is just not quite working for them right now. But Smidlai, what's are your opinions on this potential move? Where should Osimhen go? What is the best option for him right now? What do you think?
So for me, I think there's likely going to be a transfer merry-go-round, involving Victor Osimhen because just about yesterday or 2 days ago, that we realized that Alvaro Morata, the European champion, will be leaving Atletico Madrid and joining AC Milan. So, but I think that Atletico, they're looking forward to see maybe they can actually get Kulu
Mm.
from PSG. So if Atletico got Kolomwani from PSG, there's going to be space, for a new striker to actually come, which is likely going to be James Victor Osimhen. So and Atletico Madrid too, they're also looking. So Chelsea now, so that means that Lukaku now can now go to Napoli. Then
Napoli.
there will now be space for Omoridion, the guy.
Mm.
I don't forget from Atletico.
Samu Amorodion.
Moridion to join Chelsea. So it's like what's going to happen is like a transfer merry-go-round. But I think that according to Fabrizio Di Marzio, the Italian guy, not Fabrizio Romano,
Gianluca Di Marzio.
Di Marzio, yeah. At first, when he was discussing yesterday, is one of our friends here sent me the video, live video. He came to that city to talk and he spoke about Osimhen. Said that Osimhen to PSG it won't be it will soon be here we go.
Hmm.
That's what he said.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Let's see where he ends up.
Mhm.
Let's see where he ends up. It's okay. Somebody says Awola 24 says truth is Osimhen's off the pitch attitude is what's making it difficult to get a decent move for him. I disagree with that. I
Disagree with
disagree
that.
with that. I don't think that clubs are really looking at his off the pitch attitude as a this thing now. I mean, I wouldn't say they completely ignore things like that, but I don't think that's the reason why somebody will say, "Oh, he's not getting a move." right now. Shout out to Real K for the super chat. I see you. Real K says, "Great job, guys. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you, of course." MySpace, please. Thank you for correcting me. Yes, Osimhen did not play in Napoli's friendly today. He was on the bench, but he did not. He did not eventually come on. Yes, MySpace, please. Thank you for correcting me on that one. He didn't come on. He didn't come on. Um, Let me see. Real cases. Some people said Osime is the new Belotti. I hope not for his sake.
Hmm.
Ayamo says let them pay him his worth. Why will Chelsea be paying some players higher wage and they are not measuring up to that amount? I hear you, Ayamo. I'm all for our players getting paid what they are worth and not being undervalued. But I will tell you this, maybe partly because I'm a Chelsea fan and I know some of the things that the club has been trying to do. The club has really been trying to restructure the whole wage structure at the club. You know, they've been trying to cut players that are on crazy salaries, trying to let some of them go, trying to bring down the wages as much as possible. Even the newer signings, the signings that joined Chelsea last season, you'll be surprised a lot of them are not making those kinds of money that you would normally expect Chelsea to be paying players. So I think it's, with financial fair play becoming stricter, clubs have to make it's they can only make so much loss in a year. People are just becoming more and more conscious about how much money they are spending, whether it's on transfers or on players or on wages. So I don't know. It's a bit of both for me. Maybe part of it might be the fact that they don't truly believe in him like that. But I think part of it is also the fact that they just don't want to pay players. Because if you pay Osime, say Osime joins Chelsea today and they pay him 250K a week, for example, any other player that is of a high profile that is joining is going to also ask for 250 plus. And that's the way it works. When you start paying players a certain amount, anybody else that is coming is going to say, if you are paying this guy this amount, why would you pay me less than that? And that's going to be a revolving, and a continuous effect. And that's what clubs are trying to reduce a little bit. So yeah, we wish him all the best. I almost say Osimhen is a complete professional. He gives his best to all the team. That complete professional term, I don't know if I'll use that term, but he gives his best to his team. I completely agree with that. I don't think Osimhen is a complete professional. But yeah, I understand where you're saying. Bad boy Sammy says clubs will be happy if Osimhen isn't going to be playing AFCON in January. That's another factor that unfortunately actually sometimes works against our African players. You sign a player like Osimhen for big money, you pay him big wages, and you know that every 2 years you're going to lose him for at least 1 month. And that's combined with the injuries that Osimhen will get. Because I'm not trying to curse him, Osimhen is just a player that tends to get injured at least once every season. So um, it would be interesting. It would be interesting. So yeah, the bus stop if we need it won't matter to them. I completely agree. That's not their issue. Let him figure his issue out with the Nigerian Football Federation. It's not any of the club's issues. Abdul Jalil says let him join PSG and he will dominate there and win the golden boots with a lot of trophies as well. I agree. If he joins PSG, it's going to be fairly, easy road to titles for him. It's going to be fair, like they'll win the league one. That one, nobody's winning league one except PSG. He'll probably score the most goals as their number nine.
Hmm.
So he'll play in the Champions League. Yeah, so it's going to be fairly easy. Of course, if he goes to a team like Chelsea, his competition, man, is a fight. Yeah, fighting the Chelsea right now are not the biggest team, are not as competitive as they were some 8, 10 years ago. So it's obviously going to be a fight to carry the club to the level that um the club wants to be at. So it's going to be interesting. But whatever decision he makes, I think we're going to be wishing him all the best. We are going to be supporting him. I just hope that he makes the right decision for his career. He's already making a lot of money. I don't want, in my opinion, I don't want finances to be the deciding factor for him. Unless I will just give this caveat, unless it is life-changing money. If it is money that his children will not have to work in their life, me, I'm all in support. I cannot even lie to anybody. If you come and offer me 100 million contracts today, I will forget all my competition. I will go and make that 100 million. But other than that kind of life-changing money, like the kind of money that we were hearing from Saudi before. That's the kind of money that I'm in support. Chase the bag. But if it's the 250K a week, 300K a week, that is already close to maybe 1 million, 2 million more than what you currently earn. You know, it's not like you are a poor guy already. You know, 1 million more is good money, yes, but is it really money that you can not do without? You know, things like that. 1 million extra is not going to change the trajectory of your children. It's not going to change your future. 1 million extra for people like us, it will do a lot. But 1 million extra for people like Osimhen, how much is it really going to change his life? You know, things like that. So I would say let's finances not be the main consideration when he's making this decision. Somebody says, will he bench Goncalo Ramos? Yes, he will bench Goncalo Ramos. Please, I beg. Who are we? Let's not even be asking that kind of question. Okay, so Smith, like, any final word on Victor Osimhen and this
No,
potential move?
I guess I know that he's gonna move. So and move is imminent. So don't worry, it's gonna be here. We go very soon.
Hmm. Okay, we await the news on Victor Osimhen.